I remember one time I wore a red bandana. It was raps. People are blasting me, telling me to take it off. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, like his ends. If my guy walks around throwing these and all them stacking ones and everything.
Now my ends full of white people, but as soon as you leave my town, like when I go do my locks or something, I'm in the hood. Wait, I can't be doing those things.
Alright, yo.
Countdown. Then intros and then show.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Go. Yo, what's up? We're the Chowderboys, back with episode 13. What we saying?
Hey, you know it's your favorite father figure, you know, best dad around, Khopsy.
Lungelo, aka Eros, the lover boy. I'm back.
What makes you a lover boy?
Makes me a lover boy.
What makes you a lover boy?
Huh?
Who calls
Many
you a lover
factors.
Many
Huh?
factors.
Explain. Who calls you a lover
Elaborate.
boy?
Dude, I'm not trying to ice
You
myself.
can't give yourself a
wobbly.
nickname, boy.
No,
You wobbly?
I gave myself the nickname because I deserve the nickname.
Why?
I can't explain on this.
Dude.
It's very inappropriate stuff. You get me?
Dude, without the evidence, it's like saying.
Because
I
Eros.
deserve to
Okay,
be-
I'll explain who Eros is first.
No. I want lover boy.
Yeah, lover we
no,
know
No, but
Eros.
Eros. That's my
Nah, but we
point.
all know Eros.
Eros is the god of love, right?
Mhm.
And he was known for sexual acts, making women fall in love with him. He's also Cupid.
So you're
And-
saying that you're seductive?
You're that nigga.
Yes, when I want to be. Sometimes I'm not.
Eros is known for like seductive acts, nah.
Yeah.
But you're known on this podcast because you got bad.
No.
What?
What's
That's a
crazy?
vibe.
That's crazy.
That's a bad vibe.
But in the same pod, MK was saying I was very promiscuous back in the day.
I guess. When?
So, huh?
When? Actually explain.
Explain.
Back in the day, because every time you keep saying, I was on my Brent Fire ass shit. But I want to hear about these Brent Fire ass stories.
You expect me to tell you on big YouTube? That is
Big YouTube.
Boy.
crazy.
My guy said World Wide Web.
you really want me to expose my stories?
Yes. For the people, for the viewers.
For the content.
Okay, let me ask you one question. Who's the explain your situation?
Cutting that
Yeah.
You
Yo,
go.
whoa.
It's a bit shaky, eh?
That's crazy. That's
You can't
Mad
explain
one.
on big YouTube. Same situation with me.
That's crazy though, right? This guy just
Now, what like, Malice, you know you're cutting all of this out though. Like this part you fucked
This
up.
guy's gonna. He's gonna cut out.
Yeah. So
Mama
we back.
study.
5, 4, 3, 2. We back. So yeah, Khops, what you saying happened to you just now?
The worst. I still think I should be able to order food, but like no one wants to let me. I ordered food just now. They went the wrong way around. They had a completely different estate. Like I'm telling this guy, that's not the estate. He says, I don't care. This is where the directions took me, and this is where you're gonna have to come. Where is it, huh?
What's going on, man?
Shut up.
How are you, Alex?
Good done.
Milo, welcome, brother.
Thanks.
Welcome, brother.
About time, man. About time.
This is crazy, you know.
Oh,
Man from Staleys.
Yeah.
Intro yourself, brother.
Yeah, no.
The zoo. Staleys. I'm talking about Staleys. I'm talking about Staleys.
Wait, we're just checking.
Survivor. How's it going?
Yeah. Hi everyone. Pamelo, yeah. You know, studying
Yeah.
Cape Town.
Yeah.
I'm back home now, so hence why I'm actually on my first episode now today. Long overdue, but yeah, man, it's good to be
Are you
back
good,
in the
boy?
end.
Are you grand?
No, I'm good.
Oh.
My man speak like, yeah.
You're speaking like you're fighting life right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long day. It's Beliefy's fault actually, but
How you make him late?
These niggas decided to come to my house at 1 o'clock, mate. 1 o'clock. When I walk to the gate and they say it's my fault.
I went now. That can pipe down. Let me tell you. So I say, look, 12:15, we're gonna be late. Sure, this guy's away, and then Lele calls me. He's like, "Away, can you pick me up?" So I'm like, I add 5 minutes to my trip. Safe, no big deal. Highball. We're leaving Kalomi Estates, bro. This guy, hey, Lele, dude, can you give me a lift? And I was like, hey, like it's like we're gone, dude. Now we're turning around. We tell this guy, "Away, can you walk to the gate at least? It's packed." Nah, Oaks, nah. You need to fetch me. So then we actually get to his posy. Doesn't answer the phone, bro. We check there at the door. It doesn't sound like anyone is home, bro. So now it's like, how are we gonna pick up people if they're not even home answering, dude? So then we finally like get a hold of this guy. He's like, "Nah, Oaks, I'm on the road. I'm walking." Lele and I literally, we left the car where it is. We check in the streets. We don't see this guy. This guy walks out of his house, bro. It's like, "Away, Oaks, yeah. I jumped in the shower." And I'm like, "Ah, dude, come on, dude."
So you're partly responsible for this.
You never let them lie to you.
Huh?
Lele, is he lying?
This guy forgot his license.
Is Pamela lying?
He forgot his license and his ID. So how's he gonna get inside this?
Away, look, that's my fault, man. That's my fault. But I was still early. Like,
How long did it take you to get inside?
yo,
Or did you not get inside?
I didn't get inside.
Oh. Oh, so you lied.
No,
Wait, Lele.
no.
You lied.
Look,
Lele,
I
Lele, you
didn't
had to
get
walk from your
inside.
house.
I didn't get inside when I was picking up Lele. So Lele had to come to the gate, and then for us to actually get inside, I had to use his license and ID.
Was that the truth?
But this Malefi guy, he calls me at 12:10, says, "Yo, it's Jimmy Eros, I'm gonna shower now." Oh, yeah. So I call him again, 1:45? He says, "Yo, I'm getting in the shower now."
Now
When did this guy lie to
only.
you?
Now only, dude.
Niggas hate you guys believe these niggas. That's the real. That's the real.
I actually do. It's on brand for you.
Yeah, no, it's sensible.
It's on brand. It's on brand.
But I was gonna ask you a question, a genuine question. Why are you always late? Like, what always makes you late?
Listen.
What is it?
These
Why?
niggas
Me.
pulled up 30 minutes late to pick me up, but it's my fault.
Not saying it's your fault.
We're not saying
but
it's your
on brand.
fault, man.
No, but I'm almost spitting. Why are you guys always late? I'm literally the only punctual one. Why are you guys always late?
How do you end up late?
I won't lie to you. Me, it's because whenever we come to these locations, it's not that far from my house. So I ain't even gonna lie
I
to
don't
you.
even lie to
So
you.
you
man.
think you have all the time in the world now?
Yes.
This guy pre-scheduled his Uber for a specific time,
And he was
still
still late.
late. Dude, come on.
No, but
It's like
explain
in your
it.
nature as a black person. Is it in your nature?
Hey, wait, listen. I'm a punctual nigga.
No, you're not.
Dude, there's no need to lie.
What time did I get you? Today.
Damn, nigga.
12.
Late. I know you.
No, I wasn't late. I came here at 12. I got you at 12.
We said 10:30 today.
No, dude, I had to go to the. I had to go to
Don't
the.
make me put a screenshot on the thing.
I
I'll
had to
put my
go-
screenshot
I had
right
to go
now.
places.
Who said 10:10?
Put that screenshot on the
Put it
pod.
on.
go
Let's put it on.
Put that,
No, I had to go places.
put that screenshot
I had to
on.
go to government institutions and organizations.
But you still said you'd be at a certain time.
But I gave him a heads up before.
Thing is, I said, Oaks, I will be late. I already said, like, yo, I was like, look here, 12 is prime. I'll be a bit late. And Oaks said, oh, wait. You said, I'll be there at. You said you
then I
said
let
you'd
him-
be here before 12.
But I let him know.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
And these two niggas video called me this morning. I was sleeping. Right after that, when they called me, then that's when I decided, alright, let me get my shit ready.
So what was the time?
12 o'clock.
Oh, man.
12. Anyways. So even if I was ready,
My man said, listen, it's one of those. It's already late.
Your
so-
time, this guy's time is literally not adding up, dude. What are you talking about?
Whose time's not adding up?
Yours.
Explain.
You said you're gonna get ready. at 10:12,
I
but
see
you
that
only
movie.
started getting ready at 1:45, dude.
No, mate. No, I got ready at like 12:30.
That's not.
That's not even what he said.
It's changed. Gents were late. That's all we know.
His gents were late.
Yeah, gents are late and they're lying.
Comment section will go crazy because if you guys know us or them, not me, these guys are always. So yeah.
I'm never late.
I'm not
Sure,
always
guys.
late.
I'm never
Let's
late.
switch
Okay,
it up, Oaks.
I'm not always
I
late,
always
but
get to
anyways.
places on time.
So P, how's it been in Cape Town?
Yo, man.
Not just anyway though in Cape Town, you know. In Stellenbosch. you know,
Yo, steady.
Steady. Huh?
Stellenbosch, man. Yo, that place is nice, man. That place is nice. I won't even lie to you. Like, it's different, dude. Like,
How different?
Is it too different?
Yo, dude, yo. I don't know, like, I think, let me compare it to home, and then we can obviously see certain things that you do there and you don't do here, like,
Like
you're like just walking around, bruh. Like, you walk here. You walk here.
Okay, you walk here.
Do you walk here? Like, you know what I mean? Like, would you leave your house and be like, oh wait, I'm walking to Kalami. I don't know what's closer to your bit, but like, you walk into Kalami corner and back, or you know what I mean? Like, even if that empty road, whatever, you're like, nah, you know you're not gonna walk there. But like, you know, in Stellenbosch, like when I arrived last year, I just saw that like everything is pretty close together. You know, it's like a small town. The mall is close by. The AstroTurf is close by. Every like campus in general, like the town is actually campus. So when someone says Stellenbosch Central, they basically just speak about campus because everything is situated around campus. So that for first was a big shock for me because I don't know if Oaks knew, but like coming out of matric, we were speaking about cars. I was like, yo, Oaks, we need a car, dude. I need a car. But then like when I got there, I actually saw that like I genuinely didn't need one, just because of the, you know, how free it is and like how close by everything is. Traveling wise, it is pretty easy.
how about studying wise?
Yo,
It's long. This guy laughed at himself.
yo, no, not on myself. I
Oh.
study, dude.
Oh, okay.
I study. I'll be honest now. Like, if you speak to people from like Pretoria and wherever, like there's this like picture people have placed over Stellenbosch, like people don't study, or like, you know, people don't, you know what I mean. But like, we study. Like, I'll vouch and say Oak study, but then it's because of the social life aspect that, you know, what people see. Like, we'll study on a Wednesday morning. You'll go out on Wednesday night. You'll study on Thursday morning. You'll go out Thursday night. And the same thing for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But now, what people are seeing is...
Day in, day out. Right?
But it's about balance.
But like what people are seeing... Yeah, I mean, it is balanced, dude. Like, if you're putting in the same amount of hours into your books...
Niggas are putting more work hours into Nake.
Yeah, I won't lie to you. I see many you guys go out like every day.
But I mean, who posts on their IG that they study?
You see,
No, I know, but like if you see someone,
you see.
no, but
This
but
is
think
what
about
I'm
it like
saying.
this: when you see someone day drinking and also drinking again at night at the same day, you question if they're actually studying
But what time?
in the day and at night.
You see, any time past 12 in Stellenbosch is considered going out time.
Past 12.
That's
midday.
noon.
Hey,
Like,
Gov,
okay, let's say 1.
Gov,
When do you guys go to class?
Gov.
In the morning. I'll actually, like, my lecture, like, the way my lectures are set up, I'll have like an 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. 10 break, and then 12, 1. No, like, I don't pass 4 or 5 lectures per day, to be honest with you. Then the afternoon is open, and then, like, on days where you don't have hockey, alright, dude, like, I won't even lie to you, you get bored, dude. You're just sitting in rays, you just, yeah, what are we doing? You know what I mean? That's why,
Naked.
like, that's why I got onto that whole wine farm trade thing, like, quickly, like, yo, it's different, dude. You know?
No, it's beautiful that side. Like, genuinely, the landscape.
No, it is. No, like,
Honestly.
it is.
What happens there by the wine farms? Huh?
you know students are banned from wine farms.
You're lying. You're lying. Like officially banned.
So certain wine farms, so like what they have now is like a cutoff time for you to like head out. So this one day, we got to this wine farm at like 4, 5, just to chill and then go out. And the manager, like, he walks up, are you guys students? And me being, I'm like, yeah, here's my student card.
You thought he was gonna hassle you if you went.
You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I study here, dude. Here's my student card. You know, dude, this guy's like, oh wait, you guys need to vacate the premises. And I'm like, yo, my man, I just hopped out of an Uber that cost a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like, Shirley, you know, Blom. He's like, so then I'm just having a conversation, like, you see white people now, like, my white friends just start complaining, bro, like, no, you can't kick us out, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, hey, Oaks, pipe down. Let's actually chat to the man. So I'm asking him, I'm like, okay, like, you know, what's the issue with students? He's like, nah, thing is, students treat wine farms like, you know, like clubs. Like a pub, you know, so they come, obviously it's more business for us. You're buying bottles, but you're buying bottles like as if you're ordering brandy, you know. So, and thing is, the drinking aspect of it is they treat wine like it's water. So, and I think is I've seen this, Oaks, like I've seen this before where they'll drink bottles, and then now it just becomes a mess. And obviously,
Do you guys even use glasses there? You just have a
that's
bottle
the
to
thing,
yourself.
people don't use glasses.
What?
There'll be, I'll see. There'll be 12 people now, and there'll
your
be 12
lip sync.
bottles as well.
I think I have a photo that I took of us like sitting at a table, and I'll just send it to Malusi. You'll just see, like, there's no glasses on the table, but there's bottles. Like, there's bottles, and it's like, where you guys drinking from? You know what I mean? Where are you drinking from? So that's the main thing, where he's like, people will drink these bottles, and then now obviously, like, treat it like a club. They just throw the bottles around, and now people, I mean, when I went to the wine farm with my mom, we were going for the aesthetic. You know, the place is a beautiful place, views, you know, eat on some cheese, you know, do that type of stuff. But like, obviously now students basically ruin that whole thing where if I'm going to the wine farm for the purposes of a wine farm, and I'm sitting at a table or whatever, and in the back I'm hearing, you know, loud music, people screaming, glass breaking, people vomiting, like, yo, Oaks, there's a dam at Spear now. There's a dam at this wine farm. That dam,
You guys are chundering into
the
dam.
fish in that dam, I feel bad for them.
Yo,
Wait.
damn, as in the water reservoirs are drinking water. The
No,
dam.
like,
So it's not a dam.
it's like a, I don't know,
Like a
like,
little pond.
like a little
Yeah.
pond.
Okay.
Like it, but it's like, it's a big pond, you know what I mean? Like, it surrounds the whole place. Dude, I've seen this. Like, people drop their glass, say, now, Oaks, I need the bathroom. And now you're looking around and the bathroom is far, dude. And then the water's there. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, they're bushes for a reason. If they really
Oh,
need to
bushes, much better, yeah.
but
Than
like,
the pond. It's all the same.
it's all the same.
Outside.
Does Chowder float, Oaks? Or does it depend on what you ate?
It floats. It
I,
floats.
no, wait, no. I think
floats.
I think it depends on
doesn't
what you have. Yeah, depends on like your whole cycle and everything.
Cycle.
I think if
Cycle.
it's food, it's floating for sure.
Yeah, but then if it's like
Liquids.
wait, like but like
What
cycle,
cycle, blood?
Dude,
what
it's
cycle?
like-
What cycle?
I also looked at this guy.
Look, you was trying to sound scientific.
No, I know what I'm talking
EMC
about.
squared, huh?
I know what I'm talking about. Of your system, you see your system, yeah, and like your everything like depends on your digestive system and like how well you digest certain things. That's why, like your poop will even be like a different consistency here and there. So surely the same should apply to like when you chanda. Yeah, I'm correct. No, fuck you. I'm not.
This guy's pride took over. He's like, I'm correct.
No, fuck you, niggas. I am correct.
Oh man, but yeah, that's the wine farm scene for sure.
Yeah, I actually want to ask, man.
What are
Like-
you asking?
Like P, you stay on res, and this is actually a question I want to gauge for everyone. But like you said, like like the actual university res and stuff. Like, is there any like things that you've like? I know you said it's nice and enjoyable, but is there any like pet peeves you picked up? Because I stayed in student res myself, and I have like,
Dude. So I stayed in res last year, and then this year I stayed in a place called Academia. It's very like it's different.
private res.
Yeah, basically private. And so for me, I got to experience both sides of the spectrum when it comes to university. And like, I'll tell you this now about res. You don't have your own space. You know, you can't move into a res saying, I'm going to be my own student, I'm going to experience my own ways of living. Like, it's not, you know what I mean? You can't do that in res. And it starts by your own bedroom. You know, you don't actually have your own bedroom. You share a bedroom with someone. Luckily, I had a very good roommate. You know, we got along very well, and that makes things easier. Because what I saw is some people not getting along with their roommate, and it's like, this is your living space. It makes living very difficult. You know what I mean? But like meals as well. You know, you have to eat at certain times because of the dining hall and so forth. And now thing is about res, you pay for the food, and now if you don't like the food,
Yeah, it is
What
what
are
it
the
is.
options?
it's long, dude.
It is what it is.
You know what I mean?
Go hungry.
Like, it's the food is given to you on a tray, and you sit there like you're like, oh
I know
wait,
nothing.
you know what I mean? So I think that's the thing. You can't cook for yourself, so you can't be picky. You know, it's like we look at the menu. Oh, what are
At
we
your
getting?
res, do you have like a laundry mat type of thing where it's like there's multiple washing machines, multiple dryers?
Yeah.
Okay, bro. This is a pet peeve I've picked up. But like, why do people think, like, let's say if I wash my clothes and I leave them in the washer, it's like, oh, like I forgot about them for like an hour, but I come back.
An hour, Malusi.
An hour, but chill.
That happens. I won't lie. It's happened to me. It's happened
No,
to
but
me.
like the machine stops, but there's like 20 other machines. But people feel the need to open your machine, take your clothes
And
out,
put them on top, dude.
and even sometimes just put it in the dryer and turn it on, even though they don't know like what kind of clothes on it. But that's crazy, right? To like take somebody else's clothes and like, okay, I don't think it's crazy to take someone's clothes, but also like, man,
Wait, hold
No,
on.
no, no.
no, but it's like,
Like,
if.
it's fair.
like
it's
if
fair,
it was
it's
like
fair.
overnight, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I seen the same clothes for
But look,
8 hours span,
Because it's happened to me before, where like most of the the dryers were being used up, and I needed to use my thing, and this person's thing has been chilling there for so long.
dude, just wait.
Wait.
No, but like if you
no,
really
no,
deep it, like for an hour, let's say even before that, or let's say like 45 minutes, and they're like waiting for a machine, and like they're all busy, and they just see that one machine that no one's been to. There's no real guarantee that after this that hour you're gonna show up again, so might as well.
Thing is, like,
It's
you
your
need to have
responsibility to
like
get your stuff.
forms of communication for these things. You know what I mean? Like, you have a group, there's someone using the washing machine. You know, like those small things, because then you can tell someone. Like in res, we had the res group, so that's where we send the messages. Hey, look, your Oaks, your clothes are done. You know, like your
I
clothes
mean-
are done.
I
And
mean,
thing
if
is,
you-
for
Oh,
you
my
to
bad.
take them out, my bad ones. But like for you to take his clothes out, it would have been like you sent him a message, an hour has passed, the clothes are still there, and now, I'm not saying it's right, but like surely, if we're sharing things, you need to be considered for other people, especially if you don't have a lot of them. Like I think we had, and my raise was pretty small, so we had like 2 washing machines, and then 2 dryers, and there's like I think 60 of us. And now it's like, yeah. And now it's like, you know, I need to wash my clothes. You know, like you're rushing for a lecture, but you're like, I can throw things in. And then this is like while we're still online, so I can throw things in the washing machine, sit on my laptop, jump into a lecture, and then come back. But now it's like you're going back, and it's like someone's clothes are still there. But yeah,
Ish, nah, so excited. Now, let me tell you something. So, speaking on that, one day now I was a dickhead, but like by accident. Now, so, Club Urban Quarter. If you're Club Urban Quarter, you know, like to do your laundry, to get those 5 rands is long. Like, it's impossible to get those 5 rands. And that. So, I had washing, I promise you, for 3 months. Like, my clothes were piling up, and I said, never. I need to do my washing, you know.
3 months.
That's like
How many clothes did you take?
Nah, I bought like my entire wardrobe.
Oh, yeah.
But you just let it.
Yeah,
Those
then
are-
I'm like, I can't find 5 rands. The building. Never mind. Yeah.
So 3 months though.
Eventually, I got 5 rands, and like I got a whole bag from the bank. I went to go.
This guy had
And
those
then I
tuck
went
shop
now.
bags, dude.
The Ziploc bags, right?
But now the issue is there's only 4 washing machines, 4 dryers now.
Yeah.
I took them all. I washed all of them. Every single one was my clothing.
Oh,
But
man.
now I put them in at different times because I had to like separate the clothing, the colors, whatever.
Yeah.
So now one was gonna finish in 5 minutes, one said an hour, one said 30 minutes. I said, nah, I'll wait till the last one is done, then I'll do it.
Yeah.
Fell asleep. I go down there, there's someone waiting. So I'm like, yo. So I'm like, I can't take all of them out at the same time. I said, yo, nah, she'll be mad. So I took 2, then I'm like, yo, this person's a dick. Never like, she's like, yeah, I'm like, yes.
Yo, dude,
Then I
it
kept
would have been
it pushing,
so
like-
late. Yeah.
Yeah, no shit, nah.
Nah, dude. 5 rands, I think that has to be like the worst thing you could do to a student. Like, I think you're thinking you're saving money, you're helping them save money, 5 rands, but it's like, you know, student cards. Literally, we
Wait.
use our student cards everywhere.
Don't you
know what I mean?
guys? Don't you guys have like a thing where you can scan? Because where I am at, where I do my washing, there's an app you can download and then scan it, and then you'll pay automatically.
Oh man.
So if I don't have like quarters, because quarters are hard to get, I won't lie to you, it's a hassle. So I just use that app, so it's easier.
Okay, but on that, yeah, talking about your ends now. Tell
Yeah.
us about those ends,
Dude,
yeah?
surely, dude.
Huh? Those overseas parts.
Okay, where I am at specifically, it's a town called Iola. People in Kansas City don't know what the hell Iola is. Like, they don't know where it is. It's like a really small town where I'm situated. So there's not really much to do there, but like play disky, party, and chill.
Okay.
If you want to do something, you have to drive like 30 minutes outside of that town to
Okay,
go
but
do
then
something.
what are the parties like then?
Your frat parties, bro.
I mean, frat parties are clean. I won't even lie to you.
Huh? Clean.
Yeah.
Okay. Describe it.
But
Describe one.
I haven't been to a proper frat party. I've just been to a party with people that have come from like different universities before, but I haven't been in one that's like, you know, those proper benders like Project X type stuff.
Yeah,
no,
no.
I haven't been to that. But I've been to one where people have come from different universities and have been at like one party.
Okay. So then, I hope you can elaborate. I don't know, maybe because I just watched this other show and it really gave me this idea. I want to get your take on gun rights.
Yo, the jump. The jump was so drastic. But with the gun rights thing, I mean, like in America, it's crazy because sometimes I was like at a few parties and I'm hearing, oh, this guy has a Glock, that guy has a Glock. Don't piss him off. And it's cramped, it's small, everyone's sweating. Some people like it's just full of gents and a gal on one corner.
Yeah.
And some gents also, like, I've noticed with American gents, like the ones that usually carry the guns or affiliate or something, they always have this like type of, I don't know, like this aggression or this pride or this type of thing. So it's like a fight can break out at literally any moment. And when it breaks out, literally they tell you leave. Just leave. Just don't try to be the brave guy, stop the fight.
Don't be a
that.
hero. Don't be a hero.
Don't be a hero.
Especially in ends that are unfamiliar, dude. Nah.
No, but like especially in ends where me saying let me get an ice cream takes the same amount of effort as let me get a gun, you know? I shouldn't be able to cop a gun on impulse.
Surely.
You know?
So you can. Okay, are you allowed to get a gun? Because I mean, you're not a citizen.
Obviously, depending on the state though.
I mean, no, I think I can, because if kids can get it, and kids usually don't have social security numbers, then I probably can.
Apparently, you
Look
can
at
get
that.
one in Walmart, bro.
Now, my Walmart, there's no guns.
Oh yeah.
But
Or like
But
Target.
I think they're
dude.
like independent sellers that like
but they
Surely
are,
would,
where I am, they are rednecks, and they're places where they have like shops for rednecks. So like I've driven past some that you can just get it. Like you
Like,
can
that's
just like go in the store
And get yourself.
and just get it. And I won't lie to you, these people don't care. It's the same thing when people go buy vapes and whatever. Like the age there's 21, right? But like for vape, they changed it to 21. It's not 18 anymore.
Really?
No,
But no,
for
vape. For vape. It's crazy. Vape is 21, but guns.
21 for vape, 18 for gun.
Bruh.
For
But
gun, yeah.
that's a lie though. People literally just pull up and can buy guns.
At 16.
Like I have a friend Austin. He does hunting.
Yeah.
This guy tells me, bro.
But the IST's the email, you know.
Huh?
Yeah, nah.
I have a friend Austin. He hunts.
Oaks, leave Austin alone, man.
No, I'm not drawing him out. I'm just saying he hunts. He tells me that like he will see his parents never allowed him to get a gun at a very young age.
Oh, yeah.
They usually bought it and then they would let him like shoot because you're allowed to do that. But he says you'll see kids come in and buy guns. Like someone's like, oh, I'm 13 and they're buying a gun. And
Yeah.
some gents there, I won't lie, they don't look 13.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys look like old men. I won't even lie to you. People there are just built different.
But like, Tubbs, you live in Boston.
Yes, sir.
And like, Oaks. Boston, like,
Yeah. Hey?
Boston.
Big
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, Boston, you know what I mean? So like, what is it like, obviously, for you? Because obviously people have asked me about Stellenbosch, but I want to know, like, once we leave the country, and you live in these areas, obviously you're not being treated like a tourist anymore because you live there, so it's different. So I want to know from your perspective.
You
And
scope movies, yeah?
yeah,
Like you scope when you're watching a movie and you're like, wow, does that really happen in real life?
yeah.
That's what happens. Like, I won't even lie to you, yeah? Half the scenes you see them, you say, whoa, I've seen this before. I know what movie this is from. Like, life is genuinely a movie. Like,
Yeah.
it's different. Although, like, with Boston specifically, I don't like their nightlife. Like, everything closes at 2 a.m. And I remember I asked, like, old bar owner guy, why is it like that? And he literally said, because Boston is known as like a schooling place, like it's known to have schools, they made sure that things close at 2 so that people have time to go to school and all those things.
Oaks
But
too-
Isn't
Tuesday,
Harvard
eh?
nearby also?
yeah. Harvard round the corner. We got like Northeastern round the corner. Them home MIT also up in the mix. They're just chilling, We
But Oaks,
around there.
am I the only one at 2 a.m. that is tired?
Now, I won't lie to you.
Come
yeah?
on, Oaks.
I can be tired from like 2 a.m., but like you'll catch me sleeping at like 7. In Boston, half the time I'm walking back, I'm seeing the sun come up. I say, yeah, daily
Actually,
routine.
I saw this guy's story the one day, and he's walking back home, bruh, at 5, dude. He's like 6, actually. Like the sun is coming up. This guy's like, oh wait, that last night was dope. I'm like, bro. But I don't know about you guys. But like,
Nah, for me,
I can't go out till late.
I get tired at 12.
For me, we usually have house parties because there's not many like pubs where we are, so we have a lot of house parties. So for us, we always walk back at night, like to our campuses and stuff. Because some people live in apartments and there's like campus. I stay at the like res there, so I always have to walk back. Sometimes the sun is up, sometimes it's not. Sometimes like 4 a.m., 5.
Nah,
Yeah, no, it's the same.
I
We
can't
also
go out.
be
I can't go out that
mainly
late.
house
No,
parties.
Like-
dude, 12 o'clock, I'm tired.
No, like literally, dude. 12 o'clock gets here. I'm like, oh wait, it's 12. Everyone, it's 12.
Yeah.
We're touching.
Yo,
Let's say we
we're
went out on
almost there.
Thursday. Oaks, we're
It's
touching
about-
Thursday.
you know?
It's the next day, and then like at 12:30, I start asking, oh wait, gents, what time are we thinking of leaving? And meanwhile, people are speaking about next locations, bro.
Dude, no.
I get tired. I get tired. There's this place in Cape Town. It's called Mod. No, it's like an underground techno club. But like literally, people only start arriving there 2:30.
Arriving at opposite.
Like literally,
Yeah.
I mean, you can go earlier. It's like it's a
But
club.
people don't-
But people normally go
that's
there
only the
after.
third location.
You know what I mean? Like after your night. And I'm like, if I've spent a night somewhere for like 4 or 5 hours, I don't know, dancing, and you're looking at me saying, oh wait, P, at 2 we're gonna head to this other place.
I'll be tired.
I'm
Yo.
looking at you saying, nah, look here, you can enjoy. I'm heading home. Like, I can't. I don't know about other people, but like, I know. obviously you got like 4 a.m. 5, so but I can't do it. I can't.
Oaks, low quick 180, like just a quick switch of
I
topics.
also wanted
just
to
real quick.
shish it up a bit.
Say
Yeah.
no more.
Sure.
Okay,
Wait.
but this one is a bit deep, now. It's a bit deep. So I don't know if you've heard of what's been happening at the taverns. About
Taverns, yeah.
Yeah. My bad, I'm excited. About the 14 the 14 kids, and then there were 4 killed in Peter Maritzburg. And then I saw a tweet. It says someone is trying to sabotage township economy, creating explosive agendas that black people's taverns are unsafe, forcing the government to revoke licenses while they prepare their own tavern rollout to control alcohol sales and business. New taverns will pop up soon. So what do you guys think about that?
I won't lie, it's my first time hearing it.
Thing is, so there was one tavern that was like brought up, basically like red flagged by health and safety, where I think it was 21 kids passed away there, but that was because they inhaled carbon monoxide from the generator. So that was a health and safety issue. We can bring that up and say, oh wait, look, I mean, the tavern was working fine, everyone was safe, it's like just the generators inside the room. So that's a lesson. We can't really call it a lesson because people have passed away, but that's an eye opener. In the form of the shootings, I don't know if people have been hearing the news, but it's literally randoms. So it's not like, let's say Amma went to the tavern, got into an argument with Tubbs, and then decided to shoot up Tubbs. And then when people try to stop him from shooting Tubbs, he shot them. You know what I mean? It's not like an incident that like rise and said, look, yeah, people are fighting. This what happened. It's more like literally we drive up there. I'm like, Khops, dude, we're going to this tavern, and then we just start opening fire. So, in terms of what it's doing to townships, it is putting townships in a bad light. Because a bunch of my friends did ask me, they're like, dude, you were born in a township. I'm like, yeah. Do you go out there? I'm like, no. And they're like, why? I'm like, I just don't hang around there. But like, everyone was asking me, but like, are they safe? A lot of this is happening. Like, should townships really have taverns? And I'm like, if you take that away, you're already taking money from black people that are living in these areas. Because
Bro, I feel like people also don't understand that, like, by saying should taverns be taken away from townships, then bars should be taken away from suburbs.
No, literally.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
It's like you can't take away one of the other. And I'm hearing this whole like it's putting a bad name on townships.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've been to a tavern. Taverns are usually like a fun place for everyone.
It's so calm.
It's
And
so
even
calm.
when fights break out in taverns, it's like broken bottles.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
like basic things, a knife.
Same type of fights you find there in Bryanston or wherever.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
Bro, so it's not like someone's just gonna push you and then boom, now it's war, AK-40s.
No,
Like, 'cause
that
remember-
usually doesn't happen.
Yeah, because most time it's really just your ordinary regular guy.
Someone got stabbed at Maddie's, Oaks.
A
The
kid.
You
Tino's.
should talk about Maddie.
The Tino's. Like, these
Those are
are
the ages
suburb
you're
clubs.
talking about,
Suburb
huh?
clubs that people are being shot at, stabbed. But like, once it's at a township, we're bringing it into light. We're saying, oh wait, look, should these places still be there? And it's like, well, why aren't you treating every single club the same? Why aren't you treating everywhere around the country the same? Because the same groups of people still go to the clubs. Alcohol is still involved, because obviously always alcohol is brought into light, saying, okay, well, people are drinking excessively at this time. This is what's going on. So if we're doing that, then
Tell me if I'm reaching now, but I feel like the only difference here is the demographic of the people attending and the people that are running these places.
That's true.
that's true.
And that's why people, when it happens in a township, people be like, they make noise about it. They're like, yeah, no, township this, township that. But then, like,
And it's always people that actually don't stay in the townships, that don't know what
Exactly,
actually
they
goes
don't know what
on
goes
in
on,
the
they don't
townships.
know
You
the
know?
But they have such a strong opinion on it.
Dude, you can't tell me what goes on in Soweto if you don't even stay there. Dude. Like, if you don't even know
You haven't even
day-to-day
been
life.
there.
You don't even know, like, you know what I mean? Like, the only thing I can tell you about in Soweto is Villa Gaza Street because of Nelson Mandela. That's the only thing. Like, what do you know about Soweto? Yeah, Nelson Mandela had a house there. Aibo, dude.
Oaks are missing the point though. It's all ignorance.
Full
Yeah.
ignorance, you know
We
what I mean?
learned the townships, we learned the suburbs. Why can't they learn the townships?
Facts.
It's all ignorance. They choose
Facts.
not to.
Facts.
I have a few friends that, you know, they don't know anything about the townships, but you'll never hear them asking dumb things like, oh, is it dangerous? No, they ask realistic things like, how does life work there? How do you guys have moles? Things that actually kind of make sense. And these are friends overseas.
Like socio-economic
You know what I'm
things.
Same. I
about
also
the
get people
place.
overseas asking me such simple
Like
questions.
simple things. How's the nightlife in South Africa? Not, do you guys ride lions around? Like, oh yeah, I got my pet alligator in the bath right now.
Those ones. But like something at speaking of townships, something I've seen. This came in Stellenbosch from like I don't know if this is like okay for me to say, but like from my predominantly white friends, is that so there's a township next to Stellenbosch, it's called Kaimandi, right? A lot of dealerships are placed around that place. The storage unit is actually in around the township, right? And it's like the way people speak about, I mean, look, maybe I'm too comfortable in the ends just because I'm from a township. Maybe I'm too comfortable and I'm obviously letting my guard down, but I'm like, it's just another place. People are working there, you know what I mean? There's a guy at that storage unit, I forgot what it's actually called, but those red ones, there's a guy that works there. What's wrong with me going there at 12 to leave things just because it's in the area? You know what I mean? Like there's no indication. And it's like, as well, what I hear from others, there's a road, there's an N2, right? The N2 is basically the highway from Cape Town all the way to like Somerset West side, and you can take the N2 from Stellenbosch to Cape Town, and to the airport, most importantly. But now what you pass is Khayelitsha, and I think you pass one more township on the way there before you get to Langa, right? So there's three townships on the way there, right? But like this is civilization we're talking about. Like this is a highway you're just driving past, and it's like the way people speak about these places, and it's like, but dude, you're from Joburg, you've lived here your whole life. But you are telling me information about Khayelitsha. Like, have you been there? No. But you can bring up so many bad things. There's a club. There's a club called the Rands Oaks. Major league DJs there. Literally every single weekend. Like, every weekend. You know what I mean? So my mate told me about it. I was like, oh, wait. I want to go. Like, I need to see this.
Yeah.
And it's like, when I came back and told, the other side of people this specific thing and where I was, they're like, oh my gosh, dude, why would you go to Cali? Are you okay, dude? Do you have your phone? I'm like, dude, I'm literally telling you, I went out in this township. I saw, I had fun with people of my color, of my race. I had a nice night. I saw Major League, I'm telling you about things that you could have experienced in Bryanston if he was DJing there. You know what I mean? Like the setting has no difference from the club itself, to be honest. Like it's still a nice place. So those things were like kind of flags I saw about the perception of townships actually in the country, and how they are spoken of compared to what is actually going on in them.
And this is not to say like there aren't certain struggles within townships, like there's like nothing going on there. Like there are certain things that are, but remember, this is also where like people live, like people grow up there, they learn there. Like these are also people, and I think it's also like,
and I think we all have family members in like townships, and you've
Exactly.
been in and around it. And me personally, I don't think I've been to a township and have really felt extremely unsafe. Yes, there are times where
there
that
are
has
those
happened,
places, there are
but
those places.
majority of the time, no.
Most of the time,
I feel very welcomed.
super duper calm, yeah. Like they
There's things you don't do. I think we know.
Yeah.
Like, there's things we don't
Yeah.
do. You know what I mean?
We understand,
Like
the-
you understand the way of living there, so you're not gonna do like stupid things to get yourself actually like,
Yeah, no, basically. But
I want to change the topic a bit,
oh,
but I don't know if you guys want to.
say quick.
Go ahead.
Oh
Say
no.
quick.
So obviously, me and Tubbs have obviously left the country, right?
Yeah.
One thing I realized when I was in the US is how much I actually love South Africa, and I feel like remember around that period when you were, dude, and remember around that period there were a lot of people wanting to leave South Africa, like, oh, I want to leave South Africa, I want to leave South Africa. I still liked South Africa, I still loved South Africa before I left.
Yeah.
But then when I was in America, I really appreciated the things that I didn't appreciate when I was in South Africa. And it's not like with the like technology and all that other stuff, it's mainly the people.
Bro, I would rather have Bonomaini boss. Those guys who are always on your case, I would rather have them than in the US, bro. You'll say hi to people, they'll look you dead and die and just keep it stepping.
And there are some people that are friendly, but then for me, for example, I feel like some people have a prejudice towards me because I'm African and I'm black. It isn't just because I'm black. It's like two things at once. So it's like when I'm here in South Africa, I don't get that stress. I feel comfortable where I'm at. I don't feel like I'm being watched. Like when I went to a mall, someone was like making sure I don't steal. And I've never had that experience when I was in South Africa. Like, it's very comfortable. But like some people take South Africa for granted, because there are a lot of things that like South Africa really, I don't know, teaches you that other countries don't teach you.
No, I think South Africa in quite a few places they get it right, you know. But I'm not necessarily saying that I don't want to like, give the government too much credit, because this is mainly like the communities that
it's mainly
like, the people. So yeah, like we do things right. But
yeah,
let's wrap it up.
I wanted to add to Lungilo's point about how people always want to leave the country, leave South Africa, saying, oh, South Africa's this, South Africa's that. But I feel like these people don't realize that other countries all over the world have their own problems. And their problems that we might not have here, and they're used to not having these problems. You go there and you're like, oh, in South Africa we didn't have those. Something else is fixed, but now new problem.
There's a new problem. And I think, I mean, obviously, like, I'm always want to like start fights on Instagram, dude. So like, if someone says I want to leave this country, I'm like, I will leave, you know? I'm always want to like spark that just to see where your anger is actually stemming from. But like, with that, I think someone was giving a speech at uni the one day, and he was like, if you guys are all studying here now, right, and all you guys are speaking about leaving, it kind of leaves a gap in the country where our youth is all obviously leaving. Guys, like, we're open to people, you know, and I'm literally not finding my words, but
going out of the country and
like going abroad, opportunities. You know, you're playing football abroad, that's fine, but it's more of a thing of you forcefully wanting to leave just because of the problems here, and not you wanting to leave for opportunity wise. You know what I mean? If I'm playing hockey in the UK, I'm going to play hockey in the UK. But if I'm telling my mom I want to go live in London because I know they don't have load shedding, you know. It's vibes, you know, just those things.
The Pinterest is looking good.
I won't lie though. That load shedding one, whoa, that was wow. I got so used to, bro. You don't understand. Like, you'll see a building that's not even fully built. They just have the windows in, but the lights are on the whole day. During the day, the lights are on. Here, none of that.
Yo, dude, they are literally using
here,
power.
You wake up, load shedding. You go to sleep, load shedding, bro. You go out, load shedding. You come back, load shedding.
Yo, dude, like, I think I was out the one day, and this place doesn't have a generator, bro. And I remember one of my mates tapping me. He's like, "Hey, P, look here, we need a new place to go to." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "You know that Khops have pushed out." He shows me this notification while we're out, Oaks. Like, this is mid-jaw. I kid you not. He's like, "Dude, in 55 minutes, it says stage 3." You know, and it's like, those type of things are what we're living upon. This is the time. Like, oh wait, the power goes off now, and literally the DJ turns on a flashlight. He's like, "Hi there, Oaks." It's like people are leaving now, you know what I mean? And like, we're used to this now. Like, new place. You guys have a generator. Away. That's an in thing now. You know, like I think long ago, if someone spoke about a generator, you'd say, "Yo, cash, yo, away." But now it's like, oh wait, you need one. Like,
everyone should be touching down on a generator.
Yeah, but yeah, niggas, before we close off, P, where I was the first one.
My guy said froze.
What did I just say?
Yeah, I also
I was the first app player. I was the feature.
Yo, it was good, man. It was good. You know, lots of laughs. I've definitely enjoyed it. It's different to actually be in it from watching it, you know. So yeah, had a time.
Calm. Well then, let's log it off.
Until next time, we'll see you
Bing
next
bang.
week.
Bye bye.
Cheers,
You know, I seen a video that really like, wow, it reminded me.
Oaks, don't take breaks during, like, while you Oaks are filming.